My October TBR got a little out of hand, so let's see how many we can read this week. Hi reader friends, let's talk the books that are on my TBR. We have Scythe, Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, The Wishing Game, My Roommate is a Vampire, Bookshops and Bone Dust, The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, People Watching, The Whispers. Okay, so those are the books that I had on my original October TBR. There's a video out on my channel about that. These are the books that I have since added to my TBR because they're new books I just purchased. So Rewitched, A Witch's Guide to Innkeeping, The Man No One Believed, The Heartbreak Hotel. Last night I started Soul Searching by Lila Sage because I started seeing it everywhere and I have FOMO and I just have to know what it's all about. I haven't seen any reviews yet. I just know Lila Sage wrote the Rebel Blue Ranch series and it got a lot of high praise. I didn't read it. I feel like if I don't read this book this month, it's not gonna get read until next year unless it gets rave reviews. So we're reading that one now. I kind of feel like I have to read these this month, right? Because if I don't read these in October, well, this could be a November book, right? If I don't read these this month, I feel like I'm not gonna read them until next year. And this is the first book in the series and a new one just came out. So I'm like, is there another one coming out next year? I don't know. So a little bit of update on Lila Sage. Let's see. I started reading it like for just a minute last night and I've been reading it this morning. I'm on page 48. Let's see, what do I think so far? So it is about, what's her name? It's about Collins. She goes home to her small hometown in Sweetwater Peak, Wyoming, and it just sounds like the quaintest little small town ever. And you find this out really early on, so this is not a spoiler. This is paranormal romance. She sees ghosts. So she goes back to her hometown. She's not gonna live with her sister or her parents, so she decides to kind of rent an apartment above, what's his name, Brady's upholstery shop. And so she's gonna help him with the shop and get a deal on staying in the little apartment. And they have already been introduced to each other and you can feel the tension. I'm liking their banter back and forth, and I'm liking kind of their interest in each other back and forth. I feel like I've read too many enemies to lovers lately, so I'm like, oh, they don't hate each other. That's just crazy. This book I feel like has a lot of potential. It's easy reading so far. It seems like it's really easy to get into. I am enjoying the paranormal aspect. I've only read 2 books on my TBR, but I have read other books. I went to Hawaii the first week of this month. I didn't include the Hawaii books in my TBR, which I feel like I really should have because that's what I really focused on at the beginning of the month. I did a vlog talking about the books that I read in my Hawaii vlog, and I'll talk about them a little bit more when I do my October wrap up. But I do have one remaining book from Hawaii, which is Swept Away by Beth O'Leary. This book had a lot of potential in the beginning and I was enjoying it, and it feels like, look at this cover, okay? This looks like a sweet, cute romance. Now, the premise is lost at sea with your one-night stand, right? So that sounds more romantic than it actually is. It's a lot more survival than I was expecting. It's a lot more grim. Now, that being said, I feel like there's really good character development happening because they're in this very desperate situation, right? I debated actually doing like a soft DNF for this just because I really want to get into my fall books, but I decided instead I am just going to try to listen to this one because I feel like a big factor in this one is my expectation. If you expect something and the expectation is not met, even if it's like the outcome is good, it can mess with your satisfaction on the book or satisfaction on anything. and I just was expecting a cuter romance. Now, should I have understood that they're lost at sea and there's gonna be some like rationing of food and water and things are gonna happen and nobody else is gonna be there to help them? Yes, I should have thought about that, but I didn't, because look at the cover. The colors are amazing. It's so cute looking. I feel like it really could totally turn out amazing. I don't want to DNF it because I feel like a lot of good character development could happen, and then it could turn out to be like a 4-star read. Right now, it's trending in the about 2.5-star read category. That being said, I am, I don't know, probably like 100 pages or so into it. I don't know, this is my old bookmark. I've been listening to it. That's where we're at. We are reading Soul Searching by Lila Sage and listening to Swept Away by Beth O'Leary. And we're just gonna keep reading and see if we want to finish the book or if we want to DNF it, because I really want to get into one of these. I feel like has to be my next read, and I'm leaning towards this one. I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet about this one. I know everybody loved the first one, and I enjoyed the first one. I wouldn't say it was my favorite book or anything. I don't think I loved it as much as other people did. I do think it's a perfect read for this time of year. I feel like the first one in this series, I was expecting the romance to capture my attention a little bit more, and I don't feel like it did. It was kind of like, give or take. I just am enjoying the cozy atmosphere and the magical aspects. So now that I kind of know that the romance may just kind of play second fiddle to all the fun little cozy romance things, now I feel like going into this, I feel like I might enjoy it a little bit more than I did the other one. But I don't even know if this is like a romance at all. I just know that it's about a girl who is, I guess, a witch. She has magic. I don't know. Does that make her a witch? Oh, it's called Rewitched. I love the cover of this book. It's so October. I love fall. Like, all the girlies do, and my birthday is in fall. It's actually in exactly 1 week, so I feel like that just makes me love fall so much more. This book's cover, it just, to me, screams my birthday. So maybe since my birthday's in a week, this is what I'll be reading on my birthday. Probably not, because if I read it next, I don't know, we'll talk timing later. I am gonna go get myself a cup of coffee because it's Saturday morning and I am just relaxing. The house is quiet. I'll talk to you guys when I have an update. We have a quick little book haul. Wild Card by Elsie Silver. So I got this one. I wasn't 100% I was going to read this one because I really loved her Chestnut Spring series. And then I liked the first one in this series, but the last one, for some reason, just wasn't doing it for me. But then I saw it at Target and I just had to have it. I also picked up this Never Been Shipped by Alicia Thompson. This was the last minute pickup. Totally and Completely Fine by Elisa Sussman. She wrote the book Funny, You Should Ask, and I liked that one when that one came out and I enjoyed it. We have one little problem here because I have another book for my TBR. This one I've been seeing a lot around at the beginning of the fall season, and then I kind of keep seeing it. I know sprayed edges are just everywhere, and like everybody's like, not every book needs to have sprayed edges, which I feel you. I feel you. I really actually, there's dog hair in this. I have 3 dogs, so everything is dog hair. Back to what was I saying? I don't know. Anyways, I wasn't gonna pick this one up. And the reason I wasn't gonna pick it up is because it's YA. So I haven't had tons of luck with YA books. I know Lynn Painter has great YA books, but I just don't know. Obviously, here's what it says on the back. Perfect for anyone who starts up their annual Gilmore Girls rewatch at the first sign of fall, which you have to. I have read a little bit more of Soul Searching, nothing crazy to update. I like the ghost element so far. There's not so much about the relationship. It's all kind of like just slowly starting. Good morning, friends. I am going to give you guys a little bit of a reading update of where I'm at with all my reads. Still reading Soul Searching. I have that much left, not a lot. I think it's like 80 or so pages. I like it. I like that she is the more rough, nonchalant, don't care about anything kind of girl. And she does care about things. And I like that the man is more shy and he's a little less confident. The ghost element is kind of woven through. I wouldn't say we have a visitor. Hi, buddy. Good morning. I just got back from a walk with Morty. That's my son's service dog. Back to Soul Searching. The ghost element is definitely a huge part of the story, but if like you're not super into paranormal romance, or if you're just kind of dipping your toes in paranormal romance, I think this would be a good pick. Assuming that this book continues to be as good as it has been, I will probably take a look at the Rebel Blue Ranch series. I'm listening to Swept Away by Beth O'Leary, or let's just say I was listening to Swept Away by Beth O'Leary, and I just decided I'm not into. There's a bird outside. Is there a bird? We'll be okay. I am just not into that book right now. It's just not the vibe. I wanted a cozy romance, and I don't want to hear the survival story. Like, I'm freaked out for them. I decided to pick up Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I picked up this book because it has such an interesting premise. It's about a society that lives into the future quite a ways. It doesn't even really identify how far into the future it is, but things are so advanced and there's AI, and we are so good at keeping people from diseases and harm, and basically nobody can pass away anymore because we're so developed as a society, and we just so scientifically, I guess, develop. There are these scythes who have to take the lives of people because otherwise the world would just be completely overpopulated. So this is a story about two teens that are taken as an apprentice to a scythe. The premise is so interesting, and with technology advancing as fast as it is, it's almost has like a little bit of like, wow, is that future? Just been a couple times where I just maybe can't stomach it right now. I know this is a YA book, and I don't know. I don't think it's for me. I almost DNF'd it last night when I was listening to it, and then I was listening to it on my walk with Morty, and I think I'm DNFing it. I'd rather just read books that I love than try to push through books that are gonna just not be for me right now. I will update you guys when I have a new audiobook to talk about. It is reading update time, and I have finished a book, so I want to tell you about that. I finished Soul Searching by Lila Sage. I'm gonna give you some of my thoughts about it. I ultimately like this. Like I said, I've never read any of Lila Sage's other books, so I didn't really know what to expect, and I know this is very different from what she's written before as far as it being a paranormal romance. If you haven't read this one yet, I think it's worth a shot. After reading Soul Searching, I wanted to pick up another fall book because I want to try to get all those done because it's gonna be Christmas romance time soon. So I picked up Falling Like Leaves, the YA book. This is about a girl from Manhattan whose parents are separating, and so she goes to her mom's hometown. She has to stay there with her mom while her parents are going through this separation. And so it's this town in Connecticut that she's visited before, and she sees her old friend Cooper, who's no longer her friend. He's upset with her for a reason that you don't know yet. But they spent some time together a few summers ago. They just had the very best time, and she had her first kiss with him, and now we don't know what happened between them or why he is upset with her. There's a lot of fall elements in this one. So if you're looking for your like last little fall read that is just gonna feel so fall, it's definitely not one of those books that has a fall cover but has no fall elements inside. It definitely has the things that you want to talk about and you want to hear about during this season. I have my audiobook choice, which I have the physical copy as well. I started People Watching by Hannah Bonham Young, and from what I'm like 2 chapters into this one. From what I've read so far, this is more like a fall cover book, but I don't know that it's gonna have, I think it probably can be read at any time of the year. So we have our 2 characters, Prue and Milo. So Milo seems like he's kind of a little bit tough, and he seems kind of like a bad boy. He seems like kind of like nonchalant about things. And I don't know that I'm gonna love that kind of character in this story. I like nice guys, and so we'll see. I'm sure like he'll end up having like a soft spot for Prue or anything like that. But like so far the way that he talks, I'm not super into it. And especially because I'm listening to the audiobook, just hearing it coming across the audiobook seems kind of cheesy to me. So Milo is coming into town. He just lives in his van, and Prue lives in this small little town, and she's happy with her quiet little introverted life, and she's taking care of her mother who has Alzheimer's. So that is where I'm at with those books. The plan is hopefully to finish Falling Like Leaves as soon as I can, because my birthday is in 2 days, I think, and I want to start reading Rewitched on my birthday. And I am starting to watch Nobody Wants This because it came out today. Good morning, friends. Today is Friday, October 24th. Today is my day off work. Oh, yay, I'm so happy about that. So I have been reading this one. Still, I'm like 60-ish% of the way there. And I wanted to give a little bit of an update on this one. I'm gonna finish it. It's an easy read. And like the fall things are hitting. Like it's almost like too much. Like the fall things are just like right on the nose with everything, like pumpkin patch visits and pumpkin carvings and delicious baked goods, harvest spice lattes, just like so fall. And there's like fall activities going on every single day or every single week. Obviously I keep saying this is a YA book, so my expectations are a little bit different going into this. My issue with the romance so far in this book is that there's something going on with the romance that's like hindering the romance that I just don't like. I don't mind so much the YA high school aspect of it, and I think the reason that I'm enjoying bits of it is because it's reminding me of when I was in high school. So like there was a scene where they went to a football game, and I literally like felt like I was in high school, or had those feelings, like I felt the coldness in the air and the sitting on the cold bleachers that I remember from going to so many high school football games. So there's that element, so it gives me like that reminiscent feeling. I just wish the romance was different. I don't know how to explain it. Like there's a miscommunication situation going on. I don't think that's giving anything away. That's kind of like right up in the beginning, pretty much on the back of the book. But we're gonna finish it. I really want to know where it goes. I think that it's possible that it turns around a little bit. The fall vibes are definitely vibing. I love that. We will see. Hopefully I can finish it today. I want to start rewatch tomorrow on my birthday. The plan for today is I want to get my nails done, like a little treaty treat, and get like a pedicure and all the pamperings, which would be nice for my birthday. Yeah, and then I have to take my son to a doctor's appointment. Just like super fun stuff. Oh, one other thing I got in the mail this week is Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. I'm super duper excited about this one. The plan is to do a reading vlog with several Christmas romance books to help you decide which one is the best one that you should read. So that is coming up as my next vlog. But this is a Christmas paranormal romance by B.K. Borison. I'm super excited to get into the Christmas romance books. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. I just got done filming a sit-down video for 10 romance books that are still left to release in 2025. So that will be out before this video. So I'll link one of those cards so that you can check it out if you want to. So, update. I went to go get my nails done. If anyone can't tell, my favorite color is purple. I love purple. I'm a purple people. I went to get my nails done and I was able to do some reading while I was there. Well, I got a pedicure too. So when they were doing the pedicure, I was doing a bit of reading, and I don't know, I'm to like 200-ish something in this book. And I gotta say, like, when is the romance gonna happen? Like, I don't feel it. I do not feel it. I don't know what I'm gonna rate this book. We'll see if they can redeem themselves a lot. I will say fall vibes 5 stars. Romance, like, I can't even rate it because I just feel like it's not happening. She's having a good character arc. I'll give you that. I don't know. Anyways, we have to finish it because I need to read my next book. That is the update for now. This week I read 2 books. I DNF'd a couple, and I started listening to the audio of People Watching. So I will finish that one up and give you the recap of it in my October wrap-up video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for joining me. Comment a fall emoji down below, and I'll see you next time. Did you guys hear that crow sound? Hey crow, I'm recording here.